Landlord. Nobody home. Oh boy. Just got off the phone with two different lawyers for two totally different things. What a waste. Anyhow. Salted. Yuck. Well, I'm the landlord and I had a building inspection this morning. I got a flashlight in my pocket somewhere. There it is. And one of the things we found, I said to the building inspector who looked at about 15 or 20 apartments, I said, geez, we have no leaks at all. The last apartment that we check, water. So I just took the whole drain apart and checked everything and cleaned it and put it back together and tightened the crap out of it, and it's still leaking. So I was looking carefully to see where it's leaking from, and I noticed that it's missing the nut that goes on the back of the pop-up drain. So, with the camera in one hand and the flashlight in my fingers, I'm going to try to put this thing back on without stripping it. What a nuisance. Oh boy, I gotta use two hands to get that crappy plastic nut back on. And then I want to mention something else in the video, so maybe I'll do it right now. In case you didn't notice, my channel main page has had some serious improvements. Piss on Jap Scrap, POJS, did some work. So, to thank them, I went to the most expensive store in town, Gray & Sons, Inspired Jewelers Watch Specialist, legendary low prices. And I thought, since he did such a beautiful job fixing up my homepage, that I'd let him choose whatever watch he wanted to buy. Got some pretty funky watches here. I'm going to put this on macro and see if it helps. Hang on a sec. There. I didn't move the camera at all. So, we open up this fancy catalog from the fanciest store in town. And what do we got here? Up to 70% off retail. Wow. The lighting in here sucks. Oh, that's some nice jewelry. Look at these watches. I used to love to have different watches. Got a little swirly one there. I wonder if they have a radioactive disposal one. Watchmaking exemplified. Audenmare's Piguet Royal Oak Perpetual Calendar. Ulysse Nardin. Diamonds. 180-year tradition of Baum and Mercier Hampton. Trusted, dependable Omega. Wow. $4,000, $2,000. These are used watches that are reconditioned. Jewelry for the Mrs. Patek Philippe. Timepieces your great-grandchildren can enjoy. Wow, here's one. K. What's this one here? G. $49,650 for that watch right there. $50,000 for that watch. Sounds like a down payment on a house. Maybe the whole house. B. $8,000, $6,000, $13,000, $10,000, $12,000. Lots of fancy watches and jewelry. Zenith, IWC, Philip watch, Frank Muller. How much is this one right here? Look at this funky baby. $24,400. $24,000. Look at that one. These are old. What year are these? D. Conquistador. Sweet secondhand. $6,200. Some of them have the original box. Some say unused. Look at that crazy one. So, because Piss on Jap Scrap reorganized my homepage and made it all nice and fancy, I'm going to let him choose any watch he wants. It looks like anchor bolts. Oh no, they're earrings. Look at these cameos. Look at these pocket watches. S. Which one is S? William Robinson pocket watch, an 18-karat yellow gold, finely engraved case and gold key wind circa 1840s. Wow. Only $3,000. What a bargain. Built for rugged use or formal wear. Don't you wonder why people wear these watches? They're like billet stainless steel and weigh 5,000 pounds or 2,200 kilos. $12,000 for this Rolex. Which one is it? F. $12,000. Anyone you want here. Piss on Jap scrap. Just choose your weapon. Rolex Daytona, $25,850. Which one is this? L. 25,000 bucks. Ooh, an oyster. Rolex Daytona 18 karat with factory original black mother of pearl dial, auto with sub-seconds and chronograph. $23,000 for that one right there. $23,000. No problem. No problemo. 14,000, 21,000, 17,000, 30,000, 6,000, 4,000, cheapie, 2,000. What a selection, huh? Vintage Rolex. 4,000, 2,000. For the men and for the women. Wow, Piaget. 70,000, 69,500 for that Piaget. Nice, huh? What about this one here? Parmigiani. Sounds like Italian food. I. 26,000. What about this one here? K. 10,920 bucks. Whoa. Try it. Love it or leave it. Get all your money back. Panerai since 1860. $14,000. No problem. The heck is this? Graham. Holy Toledo. K. 7,280 bucks for that one. Went to, jeez, the size of the buttons. We were in Binghamton, New York, in the Finger Lakes area, I think. We walked. Cartier E. 24,800. Wow. Whoa, look at these. 1930s style. Roman numerals. 5,000. Buying and consigning. Travel clock. Pocket ready. Woo! Scary. Wow. 6,240 bucks. This is all fancy handmade stuff. Wow. Any one of these can make my page even nicer maybe and get me more hits. Maybe I'll even buy one for the Mrs. Piss on Jap scrap. No problem. Oh, here's one for the card dealers. I. Quorum Royal Flush, $23.50. I'd like to wear that around your neck. Louis Vuitton. Delightful, effervescent. See, you do unto others and they do unto you. So I'm fixing up all the stuff. Such weird things here. Bulgari, that's it. So I'm going to fix the leak under the sink here. And then, oh boy, getting all crunched up here. I replaced the smoke detector that was missing in this bedroom. Don't ask me where it went, watch your ears. Yep, that works. The inspector comes around and makes sure all the apartments have working smoke detectors, make sure there's no leaks under the sink, make sure all the windows closed, make sure all the emergency lights work, make sure there's outlets. Overall, the electrical sockets. That's where I'll make sure the handrails are in place. We vacuum our carpets. We keep our buildings clean. This is a new light, and it didn't work. Battery was dead. Works now. I've only got one that's not working. I'll show it to you. I've even got extra fire extinguishers, maximum of 75 feet between the farthest door, which means it could be 150 feet apart. What a crappy law. I even cleaned the glass on mine. Hi, Nancy. That one. What a spot that's in. How do you get to it? Gotta hang on here. Foot up. Hand on the door frame. Yep. Works. That's what he does. But I take good care of my buildings. Everything works. The odd little problem. Fire extinguishers are checked yearly. And we're back. So I'll get that sink leak repaired and send him a link to the video. And let me know what you want here, Mr. Piss on Jack Scrap, and I'll send you whatever you want. No problemo. Choose whichever watch you like, and thank you very much for designing my page, and have a nice weekend, TGIF. There, Piss on Jap Scrap. Got smoke? Crank her up! Epoxy. This nut is junk. I'm going to cancel this. Pop up. Cancel it. Put the epoxy right in the hole. Right there. What a pain. I've had this thing apart 3 times. Bugger. Alright, should be dry by now. No leaks? Huh. Joy to the world. Ugh.